They didn't like me. Also, they gave me a very beautiful nickname that is Mr. Grumpy. It means I was always angry with them.
We lost from Latvia. We remember it, but it's not problem. It's a very good experience for Indonesian.
Sorry, it's problem. In Indonesia, I'm sorry to say, but many netizens and many supporters live about expectations, and expectations is not reality. It's like a dream. I can lie to everyone and say, yes, we can do it, we must. Should we win 100% the SEA Games? No. We will try to do our best. We will develop the game the best we can. Let our players compete. If we lose, we will repeat. We will try again and again and again until get our level to the level of Thailand.
Okay, the goalkeeper saved the penalty. All right. And he celebrated.
What do you think, coach?
What if one of your player doing that?
Bench it.
Cool of Podcast by AQUA lagi-lagi dibajak oleh Box to Box Football Show. Dan kali ini gue Tio Tomo. Kalau kemarin kita ngobrol sama Mukti Intut sama Jerry Arvino, tapi kali ini saya kedatangan rekan saya yang sangat ahli dalam dunia sepak bola Indonesia dan juga futsal. Kita panggilkan Labib Sadat. Apa kabar, Bib?
Baik.
Kenapa saya manggil Labib? Karena di sebelah Labib ada yang lebih spesial lagi.
Ini sangat spesial.
Ini sangat spesial. Kita perkenalkan, Bib.
Oke, Tio.
Silakan.
The head coach of Indonesia National Team Futsal, Coach Hector Souto. Give applause.
Coach Hector or Coach Souto? Better.
I prefer my players call me just Hector because it's like direct. I
Okay.
prefer to keep that kind of relation with them.
Yes.
Maybe Labib, sebelum kita ngobrol sama Coach Hector, mungkin lo bisa menjelaskan pasti karena kan tim nasional futsal Indonesia kan ya sedang menanjak naik.
Iya, sedang
Tapi
wangi-wanginya.
mungkin banyak banget nih pencinta sepak bola dan juga penonton dari Cool of Podcast dan juga Box to Box masih penasaran background dari Coach Hector. Silakan, Bib.
Yes, Coach Hector dengan bahasa?
Bahasa boleh.
Boleh. Coach Hector adalah pelatih Timnas Indonesia saat ini. Beliau sebelumnya pernah melatih Bintang Timur Surabaya dan beberapa klub di luar, salah satunya di Liga Futsal Vietnam, dan di Bintang Timur menjuarai Pro Futsal League sebanyak 2 kali, dan baru saja ketika membesut Timnas Indonesia membawa Indonesia juara ASEAN Championship 2024 untuk kali pertama sejak 2010. The second coach bring Indonesia the trophy ASEAN Championship.
Setelah itu 15 tahun, berarti 14 tahun belum pernah dapat ya.
Setelah 2010, iya.
2010. Coach Hector. Okay, welcome to Cool of Podcast. I know it's not your first podcast, but the question is, Labib said, Labib explained about your career in Indonesia with Bintang Timur Surabaya. What makes you motivate to move to Bintang Timur Surabaya? Because Indonesia is not the futsal country. I mean, like in 2010, 28, 27, futsal is one of the hypest sports in Indonesia. But now the hype is not all Indonesia, but it's still there. But it's not hype as in before. What motivated you to move to Surabaya?
Yeah, that's the reason I was motivated to move here. It was after COVID, and we have difficulties in my club in Spain, that I also was in first division in Spain.
Yep.
As coach in BTS, I also won an AFF club championship. I don't know if you said.
Sorry. I'm
okay, I just would like to remind him because maybe he forgot, and it's
Champions
important.
in Thailand.
Yeah, of course. And no, I'm joking. And then it was 2 years in Spain, and training in Spain is really stressful, really competitive. So I knew some players in BTS, or most of players, because they participate in AFC Under 20, 2017 and 2019, like Sauki, Runtuboy, Samuel, Rio. And after in the league, there were some players like Rizky Xavier, Firman, Habibi. So I really knew the level of the players in here. And also I learned a lot when I was being coach in Spain. So I say, okay, that place will be the best to develop my training style, my methodology, and it motivates me so much because Bintang Timur in that time just reached the third position in the league, never champions before. And after that, I think we changed the era. It was the era of Black Steel. They were doing amazing in that time, and we got the first league, and we changed a little bit the inertia. But the real motivation, it was like, okay, I can develop myself in there, and I can help the players in there to be better.
Yes, in BTS, you didn't give them champions, but legacy, coach. 4 times BTS until right now. So after BTS, you hired by national team futsal. So it's very good career. And coach, next question is, how did Coach Hector adapt European futsal philosophy to Indonesian player strengths, and which player in Indonesia very outstanding, coach?
Well, complaining a lot. The only way to make them
sorry.
the only way to make them play under European style is complaining a lot at the beginning. I remember players as, for example, Suni Rizky or Iqbal or even Subhan or Al Fajri, Spertis players. They always saying, you complain a lot, coach. You are complaining a lot every single day. So maybe the first month they want to kick me out and they didn't like me. Also, they gave me a very beautiful nickname that is Mr. Grumpy. It means I was always angry with them. But I think we get really well along all together, and we did a good job from the 0 to the championship. And it's beautiful to remember that moment.
And what is the most complaint things you tell the players about?
Well, in that moment they were not so used to play under tactical rules. Just some players were used to play under tactical rules. And I like my team in general. My teams play organized and with details and taking care about what the opponent do. And we have to adapt some situations. We have to use our strengths to defeat their weakness. So sometimes they play a little bit careless. And I don't like that. I would like to do it the best we can. So it was more or less that the conflict. But I think after 1 month, 2 months, we start to understand each other really, really well, and I think we like each other. I like the players and they like me.
Yeah, I mean, because we live in Indonesia, we have a lot of good food in Indonesia. I know it's gonna be difficult because I still believe right until now, if Ronaldo and Messi live in Indonesia, they're not gonna make it like now. I mean, in highest level, because we have a lot of nice food, also unhealthy food. How do you care about the food with the players? I mean, like maybe the players will sometimes eat gorengan before the match, or maybe after the match to celebrate the wins, I guess.
Eat noodles maybe sometimes.
Noodles.
Fortunately, the federation now is working really well, so we have really good conditions in the TCs, and we are having good nutrition. Our performance team are taking care about that. We have like our own plan of how to give the nutrition to the players, what they should eat, what they should not. For example, cake, another brands like soda, etc. is completely forbidden, and they know what they have to eat. And we also use supplements to give them the best conditions to develop their futsal. That is our target.
Yeah, and the main important thing is also all the players and the coaches also drinks AQUA. Like, and then for talking about the tactics, coach, to what extent can futsal tactical principles and micro tactics serve as inspiration for football, and how can this influence coaching strategies? I mean, like, futsal have a lot of evolution and tactics. How do you make a plan with the players in Indonesia? Maybe they don't familiar with with the trends or everything.
Well, I think in this moment I reach like a situation or a knowledge with experience and with all what I was studying last years, that I can explain things more or less simple.
Yep.
So for players, it's I think easy to understand. For example, Ardian Sanur, Ancha, at the beginning when I start to work with them in national team, because BTS players already know me, he said that the way I want the team play, it was simple to understand, and it gave them many options to play. So for him, it was so useful to understand the game itself, and this is what we are trying to do in Timnas. Not only myself, all my staff, analyze the game really deep, then develop our game plan, and after that, try to have our training model. This is important to share with all the coaches in Indonesia, because, for example, one exercise that one coach is using, maybe for me is not useful, because this exercise will not reach the targets I am trying to find in my game model. So it's important, this kind of things, and I think we are trying in detail, analyzing first, then developing our systems, and then transferring through specific trainings for our systems, not for general futsal. And before you were speaking about football, I have some colleagues in Spain that is coach in the third division in Spain, and I always tell him the same. Futsal is a sport that is specialized in 5 against 5 players. So if you are forgetting the keeper, is 4 against 4, and when I was in university, we used to call that, because I was specialized in football, we call that the center of the game. The center of the game is where the ball is, with 3 or 4 players around. So basically, if you think in football is like futsal playing in different zone of a bigger area. And I always tell to my friend that he is coach nowadays in Club Deportivo Lugo, that in future the good futsal coaches can help a lot to football coaches if the football coaches want to share or listen, etc., about this kind of situation. That, by the way, it was something that Guardiola did when he was in Barcelona. He was sharing with Marc Carmona many situations. Marc Carmona is the former coach of Football Club Barcelona Futsal.
Well, coach, you said before, you mentioned Ardianshan, Habibi, Rizky, Safir, and others good player. You get the best player from Indonesia right now in Indonesian national team. What you special tactic if you against the opponents Indonesian from Southeast Asia or the other in Asia? Your special tactic.
Special, I mean, like special preparations, but tactic.
Yes, special.
Yes.
Well, I will be honest again.
Yep.
We make the analysis of the videos of the opponents from long time before, so we know what they do, so we can adapt the whole plan to what they do. And as you say, it's not the same to play against Southeast teams than Southeast Asia teams, than Middle East, than Japan, than Europe, than South America. We had Argentina before, so it's very different. So also very different between Europeans. For example, Latvia, it was different than Holland. Okay, so we need to adapt to the specific situation that can be the main thing in the game. For example, they have this people play like that. They have another pivot play different. So we cannot defend the same when this pivot is in the pitch than when the another pivot is in the pitch. Or they have a really strong anchor. Maybe he's comfortable when we play with one pivot. Maybe it's better the pivot appear and we make the anchor run a little bit more. So this kind of details is what we prepare well.
Wow, very good. Coach, you know, in AQUA Nations Cup, we lost from Latvia. We remember it, but it's not problem. It's a very good experience for Indonesian.
Sorry, it's problem.
Lu mau coba baik-baikin nggak bisa?
No. I'm the commentary with Fena Tutal Barat. So I look the Indonesian. It's a very good experience against the Latvia, the nations from East Europe, and have a strong ability, physically strong character, and is that very good for Indonesia national team?
Well, I think yes. In the press conference, for example, I said that for us it was a really useful game. I still think after watching the game that we deserve a little bit more. I mean, we did that. In the second half, we did a really good game in the limit of our possibilities, and we just conceded 3 goals that we should not concede. But that experience is what make a player develop himself and improve himself, and a player understand what is the level abroad. Because in Indonesia, I'm sorry to say, but many netizens and many supporters live about expectations, and expectations is not reality. It's like a dream. I can lie to everyone and say, yes, we can do it, we must, but this is not the truth. What we would like to speak, and what we always speak with managers and with players in Timnas Futsal is, okay, we are in this level, we will set short targets in the time to reach the medium or large targets. Example, people say that, hey coach, let's bring us to the World Cup, let's go to the World Cup, let's go. My opinion is we have chance maybe one day to reach World Cup, but before to reach World Cup, we have to do many things with grassroots, many things in PFL, many things with Timnas, like we are doing, for example, playing AQUA for Nations World Series. This will help us a lot, but we must not qualify for World Cup. We should try to qualify for World Cup. That is very different. It means we will set short steps to reach that level, and maybe we will have the chance. People expect we qualify 100%, and I'm sorry to say, but I always say maybe we have 5%, 10% possibilities, and we will try to hold that 5-10% as strong as we can.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, football, let's say, not all about statistics. Sometimes like lucky things also came up at the game. Jadi netizen jangan buset dah. Buset, netizen kerjanya kan ya komen aja.
Tadi Coach Hector udah mengatakan bahwa ekspektasi dari netizen tuh besar banget. Maunya let's go, ayo kita pergi ke Piala Dunia Futsal atau Piala Dunia yang lain gitu. Piala Dunia Futsal untuk kali pertama, but it's so difficult.
Panjang. Saingannya selain di Asia Tenggara aja, saingan utama adalah Thailand
is the big rival
in the region, right?
Yes.
Di Asia ada Jepang, Iran,
Uzbekistan. Right now it's Iraq maybe.
Gak usah ngomongin Brazil,
ngomongin
Argentina, gak usah ngomongin di Eropa siapa, Bib?
Di Eropa Spanyol, of course. Big opponents.
Let's conquer the Southeast Asia team first. I mean, like, that's the step.
Yeah, this is the realistic theme. For example, now regarding SEA Games, let's win the SEA Games. Okay, let's try to win the SEA Games. But what's the reality? In AFF, 18 times AFF, 16 times won Thailand.
Thailand, of course.
SEA Games, only Thailand won the SEA Games.
Yes.
Where are we playing? In Thailand.
In Thailand.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Playing in Thailand. The next is in Thailand. Yeah, not Tamburi. So they are playing home. They have more chance, but we will do our best to reach that level and to get the golden, because it's true the last time we were silver. And we draw with Thailand. And it's true also the last AFF we defeat Thailand. So should we win 100% the SEA Games? No. What I will try to say to the netizens, to the supporters is, we will try to do our best. We will develop the game the best we can. Let our players compete. If we lose, we will repeat. We will try again and again and again until get our level to the level of Thailand. This should be our target. Reach our current level to the level of Thailand. But even though I say that, of course I would like to win the SEA Games.
Yes.
Coach, you mentioned the SEA Games, the Asian Cup Futsal in 2026. What your big target for Indonesian futsal team?
Realistic is to reach quarterfinal, and after that, let's see. I know that Federation wants to see us in the semi-final because to be the big four will be really
Asia.
Yeah, will be really good for develop the idea that we are a strong country, etc. It's possible. It's not impossible. But the first, we have to remember we have Iraq. Kyrgyzstan and South Korea. So we go game by game. The first game, after the first game, the second game, after the next, the third. And you should say, oh, you must be the first in the group. If we are second, no problem. We go to quarterfinals, and in quarterfinal is
tricky games.
It's like you play, and let's see what happens. So this is, we have to be realistic day by day, and after that,
it's a long road. I mean,
it's really long.
You have faced the big expectation from netizen, coach, but you know we will play in Indonesian Arena in January. You know the expectation is very big. Maybe I mean I want to Indonesia get the best place. You say quarterfinal, okay, it's okay, but you know the big expectation from federation, from the netizen of Indonesian futsal. What do you manage it?
Well, it's simple. I think it's simple. It's not difficult. I mean, people used to love the teams that give their 100% in the pitch. So this is what we can promise. We can promise the people that we will prepare the games really well. we will prepare the tournament really well. We will reach with our best performance in the games, but the result you can never control. We will try to do our best. Of course, we will try to win the 3 games, and I think we have the potential to win the 3 games, but you never know. Sometimes, for example, last time Thailand playing in the AFC in Thailand, they have a lot of difficulties in the group phase and a lot of difficulties in the quarterfinals to reach semifinals. So you never know the way. But you have to use the open door. I mean, in some way there is one open door, and you have to use it. This is our target in the competition, and of course, I would like to say to our fans that we will be competitive in SEA Games. We will be competitive in AFC. But what we need is they love our effort. Not only if we win or we lose. They love what we do and what we are trying to develop in this country.
I mean, like, it's gonna be hard for Indonesia. I mean, like in the AFC Asian Cup next year. But if we can qualify quarterfinals, and then let's say we'll qualify to the semi-final, the hype is gonna be there. I mean, like, the hype, the people will is gonna be there. Because last time when we played in GBK Arena, like 15,000, right? 15,000 people was there. Indonesia Arena. I mean, like 15,000 was there, and people as well cheering the national teams. Let's say next year's all the people there is gonna be like pressure for the opponents of Indonesia. It's not gonna be hard to play against Indonesia with that noisy sounds on that arena. It's gonna be hard for them as well. That's the one of the factors that I think Indonesia have advantage to place in the group stage in Jakarta.
I agree with you, because there is one thing in science. Sports science is really well studied. That is the home advantage in sports. There are a lot of scientific papers that they study about the difference between playing home or playing abroad or playing away, and usually in all the sports they collect there are different papers, and usually all the sports is around 65% the local team win. So I also made my own study about that, my thesis from my master degree, and in Spanish league 4 years analysis, it was more or less same. 65%, 67% possibilities for the local team to win.
Yes, because believe it or not, Indonesia local league football, not futsal, football. Whenever the team plays home, they got a chance to win a lot. I mean, the bigger chance to win when they play homes. Same like Indonesia. I mean, like last time 15,000. I believe it's gonna be more of the people come to support Indonesia because it's Asian Cup. Let's say Indonesia win the first match, more people will come. And the expectation also is going to be high.
More hype.
Yeah, like you said before.
You say if we won the first match, right?
Yes.
So that's why I will be focused first in the first match, then in the second match, and then in the third.
We have the good opponents like Iraq, Kyrgyzstan, and South Korea. And it's so interesting. You said in December we have SEA Games. In January, we have Asian Cup. And how about the qualifying for FIFA World Cup, Coach?
Yes.
What do you think?
It's still marathon. I mean, like,
it's gonna be
long.
No, we already planned with the managers the way we have to do it, to approach it. And it's like to repeat 2 years the same. I mean, to combine the PFL with the Timnas thesis. So use the resting time with clubs to develop the Timnas and then come back to the clubs, develop the Timnas again, and then come back to the clubs. And what we have to do is AFC 2028 will be during Ramadan.
Yes.
It means probably next year in Ramadan, not this year, but next year in Ramadan, probably we need to join some tournament somewhere. Even the players, most of them Muslim, will not like so much. Is the best way to prepare to that AFC that is very important. Also, the qualifiers for the AFC usually in September. It means the next September, the next August or September, we will need a TC and play strong games to reproduce the qualifiers for AFC 2028. So this is our target, to plan really well the next year, to reach the competitions really well prepared.
Itu dia.
Panjang nih perjalanan.
Dan tadi Coach Souto juga mengatakan bahwa ini penting banget. Nanti kita ketemu Ramadan, terus juga Pro Futsal League juga harus di-manage secara baik, Mas Tio. Karena ketika Pro Futsal League di-manage secara baik, akan memproduksi pemain-pemain berkualitas untuk national team ketika melakukan training camp or TC.
Ya, karena kan paling dekat adalah SEA Games di bulan Desember di Thailand.
Betul.
Di Bangkok lawan tuan
Notan
rumah.
Muri.
Itu Thailand mainin tim utamanya nggak?
Thailand of course.
Thailand will play the
prime time
prime time.
Sorry.
Gua kata film.
Prime players.
The main squad. They
squad.
will play the main squad. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be because also the preparation for the Asian Cup. Right?
Asian Cup of course.
Yeah, of course. They are finishing the league. They finished the league 1 week ago.
Not the Thailand too. Sorry, coach.
Sorry.
Vietnam with the main team. Malaysian too.
Yeah.
Not the Thailand.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
game.
it's gonna be really tough. We start with Myanmar, then we have 1 day rest, and then we go with Vietnam. For me, really dangerous opponent. And after that, Malay, and after that, Thailand. So it means when we face the last game, that is the one who decide if you get medal, if you don't get it, which kind of medal you get. We will be 3rd game in a row. It means game, rest, game.
Yep.
So that's why, in my opinion, SEA Games are really, really tough, because after playing Myanmar, 1 day rest, we have Vietnam, Malaysia,
and Thailand. In endgame. Round robin.
Oh yeah.
Round robin
It's not
in men's futsal round robin. Just 1 rest after Myanmar game.
Yeah.
After that Vietnam.
Udah biasa Bib.
Wow.
Dulu pemain itu kalau lagi turnamen sekolah kan mainnya kayak gitu.
It's different.
You know, coach, when I was in high school, I played futsal. I became a goalkeeper. In that day, I played 3 times. Because my school is win the first match, second match 3 times in about like 4 hours. I believe the players is getting used to play one day, and another day.
How about the
stamina is gonna be okay.
Yes.
Before that, right?
Before that.
To be honest, is of course a question of save money.
Yep.
The competition wants to save money, but to be honest, the minimum to recover the 100% of stamina and muscle soreness, etc., it will be 3 days.
Yes.
So
how you
we are
manage
saying we play one day. Yeah, there are many ways.
How you manage to?
Yeah, you can play. There are many strategic tricks. The one is use in the games you are winning. Use the sets of 4 players, so you change 4x4, so they play the same time, so they will arrive in good conditions to the last game. Another way to do it is play slower games, like stop more when you are going to collect the ball to kick, to restart the game, etc. The another way is to play a little bit power play to make the game slower. So there are many things like that.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tired, and all the players need to stay hydrated with AQUA.
Oh. Next question, coach. What do you think about now? We have a national team under 19 and national team under 16. How far you involved to national team under 19 and under 16?
Yes.
Well, regarding this, the first I would like to say, because I know some people is little bit disappointed with, like for example, we invite the AFPs and AFCAs to collaborate, and we have 38 AFPs, and the players in the teams are 24 and 24, so automatically there is some AFP that even collaborate will not have players in the list. So the first thing is we were really transparent with everyone. We collect players from every single movement we have here. You know that there are schools, tournaments with different brand names.
I know
that are being famous. We have the real futsal people involved with AFI. They are academies of futsal involved with AFI. We also watch the players in there, and we also follow up all the AFP's trainings. So we calculate our staffs in under 19 and under 16. We calculate we have reached around 10,000 players in between under 19 and under 16. We never follow a recommendation from anyone. We just need to see ourselves in the program PFL Next, in watching the games live in the different scholar tournaments, and also watching the AFI games through YouTube, also watching the AFP selection, the talent detection. So our mantra, our idea is not leave anyone behind. It means give the opportunity to the real 24. We don't care if the player is friend off. We don't care if he's song or causing off. We just care the player is good, he will go inside. The player is not good, he will not be selected. Not good in this moment. in this time because some players need more time. Example, Saifullah, he was in under 20. He was in under 20 with Kensuke. After that, he never joined Timnas. 5 years not joining Timnas, and he joined Timnas with me in 2024. And nowadays, I wish him a good surgery after tomorrow and a good recovery because nowadays he's one of our most important players. It means some under 19 players are not being selected by Coach Nain, or some under 16 players are not being selected by Coach Reka, but their evolution maybe now is a little bit slower, but then it will explode. So they just need to give more time to themselves. But what I would like to share about these national teams is the technical group that are mainly head coach of women national team, head coach of men national team, me as technical director, and then the assistants, Amril, Eka, Coach Pancha, and Bisuk. We always were really transparent. We just support the another staffs to have the chance to choose from many different movements the best player they find. So at the end, it's their decision. But we have not any kind of commitment with anybody. We choose really free the players they choose really free the players they consider the best.
Okay. Because under 16 and also under 19 is foundation for the next national team.
Next generation.
Next generations. Okay, coach. Let's talk about national teams. We know that our football national teams they have a diaspora naturalization of players who plays in our national teams. What if futsal did have many diaspora or naturalized players? But what if we have futsal have a kind of players from abroad? Is gonna be make futsal Indonesia better, or gonna be can compete with in Asia?
Well. Where is the blood from? Is Indonesian blood or is not Indonesian blood?
Indonesian blood, of course. Not like Malaysian.
If I don't know. Indonesian blood, for me, no problem. I mean, if your father, your mother are from Indonesia and native, and you have the desire to play for this country, it's no problem. Example, for under 19, there is one guy in Barcelona. He was born in Spain, and when he knows about the talent detection, etc., he texts me personally that he would like to ask his father and mother to join the TC for training. Just pay the tickets, pay the hotel, come here, train, and let's see if in the talent detection he can play for national team. So this kind of people, we have to invite them because they really have the desire to play for us in one moment. Now, like another national teams did before in Middle East, etc., like naturalization of almost Brazilian players, or I don't believe that is good. But for example, Arthur in Japan is a player that was born in Brazil, but he played long time in Japan. Okay, in this case, he's like part of the league, long time joining. Example, Diego Rodrigo now in here. If he never played for Brazil before, maybe naturalization for him is okay because he's helping to develop futsal in Indonesia since 2020.
Yes.
So he's really friendly with local players.
Very friendly.
Very friendly.
Diego.
Diego.
I said Diego.
Really nice, really expertise. Okay, maybe we could consider, but for me the real thing is the blood. If your family is from here, etc., and you want to play for this national team, there is no problem. Nowadays we don't have that problem in futsal team because we are focusing the people we have to be focused. It means 99.9% of our effort is to develop local players in Indonesia. If there is 0.01% players abroad and they want to join, we will check, but we don't waste many energy on that.
So interest.
Jadi nggak, ya udah kalau ada alhamdulillah, kalau nggak ada nggak apa-apa.
Tadi Coach Souto mengatakan desire to play with Indonesia, keinginan untuk bermain yang penting.
Yang penting niat dulu yang paling penting.
Nawaitinya seperti apa dan ya kita akan melihat di atas lapangan.
Jadi kan nggak penasaran lagi kan kalau misalnya warga tuh mikir kayak wah kalau timnas futsal ada naturalisasi ataupun diaspora gimana? Nah dijawab sama Coach Souto tuh.
It's not problem.
If ada bloodline Indonesia ya gas kalau dia mau gitu.
Asal kita lihat dulu di atas lapangan memang layak apa tidak.
Betul. Ya, tapi coach ini kita masuk ke Cool of Reacts. We have a segment called Cool of Reacts. So in here, Coach Hector I will give some videos to Coach Hector, and Coach Hector reacts from the videos. This is a video from TikTok's futsal skill things, and I will ask your opinion about this.
Random video.
Random video. Let's
Random
start.
Random video, random answer. Huh?
Okay, let's start with the first video. This one, Coach. Okay, this is the video that, you know. Okay, the goalkeeper saved the penalty. All right, and he celebrated.
What do you think, Coach?
He celebrated too early.
He is more focused in showing off than in play.
What if one of your player doing that?
Bench it.
Bench until final tournament.
He's not gonna play.
Until die.
His career end. Okay, the second video. Let's see here. This one. All right. Skill move. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's it. How about if your players using a lot of tricks like this in the official match?
Get advantage? Yes. If get advantage, okay. If no get advantage just for showing up, bench it.
Okay, last video. It's from the legend. Let's see. Falcao. All right.
God, greatest of all the time,
Ooh.
Coach.
Okay. Are our national team players? Is there any players able to did what Falcao did right now?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because he's a
Because every single clip I'm seeing in this video is goal.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult. So Falcao is one of the best in the history. There are different type of players, not only like him. Because for example, Falcao in defense was not that good.
Yeah.
He was more like offensive player, etc. But of course, this level is really difficult to find. And like we have Ricardinho here in PFL.
Yes.
You could see what could he do, or Dieguinho in BTS with me, and then with Diego Rios. So of course, I would like to have this kind of players in Indonesia. We have another kind of players. Example, I said before, Ipul is really good in 1-1. Brianik. I'm speaking about lefties, so I'm speaking about Iqbal. That
Runtu Boy, maybe?
Runtu Boy, really good. And now we have Andy Kare.
Yes.
That I call him Bananas because he's like a pineapple, but it's just nickname. Sorry.
But how important the skills in the futsal? Because I mean, like it's a small side, and then you need to make a simple trick to pass the player, or maybe doing your strategy.
What is the last World Cup champions? Which country is the World Cup champions? The last? You don't know, huh? You know? Last World Cup.
Argen.
No. Argentina lost Spain.
No.
Argen 3 times in final.
Terakhir.
Brazil. The Brazilian player is good in 1-on-1.
Very good.
So for me, very important 1-on-1.
But if you don't have any like players who can doing the trick in 1-on-1, is that okay? Or
I have to adapt. But I prefer if they have. And 1-on-1, it doesn't mean just dribbling. It means the pivot is dominant over the anchor is dominant over the pivot, the flank is dominant over the flank. So this kind of things is nowadays, to be honest, all players must know all systems. This is true in futsal. All players must know all systems in attack, in defense, in set piece. They must be very detailed. But the real difference nowadays in top futsal world is the players that can be superior to their direct opponent. So this is the kind of players we are looking for when we are looking for players in under 19, in under 16. I don't want a player that nowadays is like small, really skillful, but in future, what is his projection? With this posture, can he be good in 5 years, 10 years? So we are trying to look for talent, and what talent means is players that can adapt to international level.
Yes, Coach. Before next question, I'm so curious. Who is your favorite futsal player, Coach? Ricardinho, Falco, or Ortiz?
I don't have a favorite futsal player, but in my team, I had some really good players. And as head coach, maybe because I shared with him time before as rehab coach and physical coach.
Yes.
Because my career was crazy. Rehab coach, physical coach, scouting coach, assistant coach, head coach.
National team head coach.
National team head coach, but maybe Adrián Martínez Vara, Adri, that
Adri
is
Vara.
lefty from Spain, is one of the smartest and skillful players I ever see. He played in Spain, he played in Azcar Lugo, in El Pozo Murcia, then he went to Russia, and then come back to Ferrol, and in his year with me, he was the best flank kakikiri in Spain, even over Ricardinho, and for me is one of the best I ever see, because he's super smart in all situations, but I like a lot of players like Diego Zufo, Pito, this kind of Ferrao in his moment.
From Barcelona.
In Indonesia, like Diego Rodrigo, Wel Pereira, I'm speaking about foreigners, Felipe, all of them good. I forget the another one, I will include the other one. Ortiz in Ansambi is good. Yeah, he's good player. So I don't want to forget the new one, but
yeah, they are great futsal players. I mean, like, not many people know that how to be a great futsal players. For the next question is what it takes to be a great futsal players. What role do hydration and rest play in sports with this intensity important?
Crucial. Nowadays we know that sleep is the most important factor, and after sleep is nutrition and hydration. Sorry, and of course intake water and good food is really important. And I always tell to my players in a funny way is train,
sleep, eat,
drink, and sleep. So if they and repeat. And repeat. So if they do it consistently, it will be better. And so many players are keeping awake with the happy, you say, and that's not good for an athlete. They have to sleep from 8 to 10 hours and then drink properly, because also here the weather is so hot. So we saw in Surabaya or in Malang when we were training there, even in Yogyakarta, the players lose around 1.5 kilos. Is not of fats, is water, so they have to intake around 2 liters after the training. So it's really important to drink water and to get your way back, because if you lose in the first training in the week 2 kilos of water, you training in the morning, in the afternoon you train again, you lose another half kilo. How will you train tomorrow? It's important.
Itu Bib, cara gitu Bib, buat turun berat badan.
Betul. Dan it's advantage for Indonesian national team because Coach Hector have a good career as a physical coach. From physical coach,
it's a complete package. It's a complete package.
From physical coach and now in head coach.
But if you saw one of your players suddenly when you walking to the hotels or corridor and he eat gorengan, what things gonna you say to him?
Eat noodles.
Nothing. He will run. No have time to pick him.
run.
In the middle night, coach. Maybe in the middle.
In the middle of the night, usually I'm sleeping or working, so I will not catch him outside.
But you will know if he not performing in training tomorrow because of food.
Sometimes difficult to know, but of course we have to take care about the nutrition. We are not police, so we take care about nutrition, and if they don't perform, we will complain. We will explain and then complain. If they perform, it's okay. But we take care about nutrition, of course.
Nggak bisa langsung nembak gitu. Lu makan gorengan mulu.
Besok aja dulu.
Iya. Lu parah lu.
Nggak bisa. Besok ketemu sama coach di lapangan.
Yeah, no, coach. Before that, we talk about the national team players. But if I ask you about what specific qualification and criteria for players who want to play in the Pro Futsal League, and he wants to qualify to the national team, what's the qualification? The simple one.
Well, I always say here we live in a bubble, because people say, "Oh, this player is so good. This player is so good. This player is so good." Yes, they are good players, but backing again to science, the almost studies we see in Spanish League, Portuguese League, Brazilian League, the average height of player is 176, and the kilos they have is around 75 kilos, the average. So if you don't eat well, you will not reach 75 kilos, you will not be strong enough. If you are not strong enough, you cannot play professional level. So nowadays we are seeing in PFL the players are more prepared. Year by year we see better players, like example. Andy Caret, un example for youngest. Andarias Caret is always training with the team, and after that working out by himself. Another example, Fatur Rahman from the same team, Fafage. Why Fafage succeed? Of course, because the work of Danny Hendoyo with the team and the assistants, etc. Because the work of foreign players, etc. But they have seniors like Al-Fajr Rizki, like Suni Rizki, and they teach the youngest that in your free time you have to train yourself. And if you go to because I know some of the youngsters, they go to TikTok and Instagram. If you go to Andarias Caret Instagram, he is always working out in the gym. If you go to Fatur Rahman, he is always working out in the gym. And if you go, for example, for Andres Dui, he is working out in the gym. Sani Fajar from Iksani Fajar from
Unggul,
always working out in the gym. Samuel Eko, always working out. Evan, working out as well.
Dewa Rizky,
I'm sure he works out also, even he doesn't post much. But for example, Ardian Sanur Ancha, he is always working out in the gym. And he's showing what he eats every day. Sometimes he posts about what he, like telur, like avocado.
Beard. Roti,
bread.
Not many bread. He's just focusing what he need to eat. And he is always posting about 1% every day. It's true, 1% every day. Improve a little bit every day is very important, and he's doing so well.
So from your question, so the workout also is one of the most important things to become an athlete, not only the futsal or footballers, players.
Crucial.
Yeah, because like workout, you build your body, and because the body is your, let's say the body is your weapons to become a good athlete.
Of course, 55 kilos, you cannot compete professionally. It's impossible. I'm sorry to say. You have to eat properly, you have to go to the gym, you have to increase your weight. Nowadays you have a lot of tools to develop yourself. You have in every gym you have a good physical coach, but also you have artificial intelligence. Also you have TikTok videos, also you have YouTube channels that share a lot of information, so there is no excuse, you can do yourself.
Dengerin itu. And coach, give the advice for the pro futsal player.
For pro players and also for the players who want to be a pro coach.
Yes.
About what? Advice
for philosophy, for tactical, for knowing about tactical, knowing everything about futsal.
I mean, like because when they want to become the pro.
Okay, so very important to understand all the situations of the game in a strategic way. It means sometimes we have the pass open, but we are winning 2 goals difference. Maybe this pass is risky and it will be transisi. I don't need that pass. Then understand all the systems: attack, defense, transisi. Have rules for transisi and set pieces and ball play as well. Be complete in all the areas. And have for sure a high intensity preparation during trainings. Like for example, in here is very common in 12 years old, 10 years old, see the players with the markers and go left, right, left. This is completely old style. We need that the player read situations. So to teach the player situations, we need he play satu lawan satu, dua lawan satu, tiga lawan tiga, dua lawan dua. Because this is how the player, we call player because they play. So why the coaches are focusing, teach them how to go around the markers? It doesn't make sense. So we must make them play. So advice for our players: get high intensity trainings of satu lawan satu, dua lawan dua, tiga lawan tiga, because this prepare you for the competition. And then in your free time, once again, good nutrition, good hydration, good rest, but also work out by yourself. Sometimes what you do in the club is not enough.
Tambah sesi tuh.
Itu advice yang sangat baik, advice yang harusnya didengarkan.
Itu advice buat pemain. Tapi sebelum kita closing nih, mungkin ada satu kata-kata kalimat dari Coach Hector buat fans futsal Indonesia, fans futsal, fans sepak bola semuanya lah. Karena futsal mau bermain di SEA Games, mau berlaga di Piala Asia, mau di kualifikasi Piala Dunia. Gua akan nanya, Coach, do you have any words for the fans, the futsal fans? Not only the futsal family, all the football fans in Indonesia who will support futsal national team players in SEA Games, in Asian AFF Cup, and also in the qualifier World Cup.
Of course, the first is thank you, because every time we play in Indonesia, they are always joining and they are always trying to support us and to give us more power and more energy. This is the first. The second is I can promise them we will try our best in all the tournaments we will play. We will give our blood for this country, and this generation of players is a really good generation. We hope in future we have even better generation, because it means our futsal is healthy. Another thing we can promise is we will never give up until the last second. If the ball is rolling, we will try our best. We will try to make them happy, and we will try to make people love futsal all around the country.
Yep.
Kata-kata yang luar biasa dari Coach Hector menjadi penutup manis dari Cool Off Podcast by AQUA yang dibajak oleh Box to Box Football Show. Coach Hector, thank you very much for the conversation. It's really nice.
Gracias, Coach.
Terima kasih banyak. It was my pleasure.
We hope that Indonesia national futsal national team will thrive in Bangkok.
Yes.
Gonna bring gold medal. We hope.
Yeah.
Gold
First
medal.
time, Coach. Not gold medal before.
Never got medal
Never
before.
got best achieve is silver medal.
Yeah.
In the 2021. So
Because if
it's the break the record, Coach.
yeah,
Please.
I mean, if the football national team can bring the gold medal
Yep.
the last SEA Games, futsal national team also can.
You can do
we
it,
can.
Coach.
We have our percentage.
Yes.
Yes.
The best, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Itu dia episode Cool Off Podcast by AQUA dibajak oleh Box to Box Football Show kali ini bersama Coach Hector. Nantikan di episode Cool Off Podcast by AQUA selanjutnya. Dadah.
Bye.